evolution of Christmas trees. A pine-scented tale. Ah, Christmas trees. Those majestic leafy symbols of holiday cheer that seem to magically transform our homes from ordinary to festive wonderlands. But have you ever wondered how we went from a humble, twiggy tree to the glittering, ornament-adorned giants we know and love today? Well, grab your tree topper, and let's take a walk through time to uncover the history of the Christmas tree. Ancient roots. It all starts with the ancient Egyptians. Wait, hold up. They didn't have Christmas trees, right? True, but they did have something that might just have been a spiritual cousin. In ancient Egypt, during the winter solstice, they celebrated the return of the sun with green plants, like palm leaves. They believed that winter came every year because their sun god Ra was sick. On the 21st or 22nd of December, during the solstice, the population used to celebrate Ra by filling their home with beautiful evergreen trees. This was a sign of rebirth and renewal, which sounds pretty close to what we're all about at Christmas. New beginnings and, well, some really great presents. Romans and their greening traditions. Skip ahead a bit, and we land in ancient Rome. During their midwinter festival, Saturnalia, basically the ancient version of a holiday party, with a bit more wine, Romans decorated their homes with greenery like holly and ivy. So, while they didn't exactly deck the halls with Christmas trees, they definitely knew how to spruce things up, literally. The Germanic influence. Now, let's fast forward to medieval Germany. This is where things start to get interesting. Picture it, the 14th century, dark winters, no electricity, which honestly, we can probably still relate to on a power outage day. Germans began decorating trees for a variety of reasons. The most important? They believed evergreens had magical properties that could ward off evil spirits. Plus, there was the whole keep the spirits happy and maybe you'll survive another harsh winter vibe. The first recorded Christmas tree. So, where's the first real Christmas tree? Buckle up. The first recorded Christmas tree appeared in the 16th century. The Germans were the first to really embrace the idea of the Christmas tree indoors. The story goes that in 1521, the German preacher Martin Luther, yes, the now famous Martin Luther, after a walk through the snowy woods, was so taken by the beauty of the stars shining through the trees that he decided to recreate the experience inside his home. He placed candles on a tree to mimic the twinkling stars. He may not have invented the Christmas tree, but he definitely got the ball rolling. The Victorians make it mainstream. Alright, the 16th century was cool and all, but now we enter the true Christmas tree renaissance. The Victorians. In the 19th century, Christmas trees became a full-on trend. This wasn't just about putting a plant in the corner and hoping it looked festive. No. Victorians brought out the bling. They started using all sorts of decorations. Tinsel, ribbons, nuts, fruits, and even small toys. But it wasn't just the Victorians who were into it. In 1846, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert of England, who were kind of the original holiday power couple, had a Christmas tree at Windsor Castle. The tree was so lavish and so wonderful that it became the must-have decoration in British homes. The press went wild. Suddenly, the Christmas tree was no longer just a German tradition. It was a royal tradition, and it spread like wildfire. Queen Victoria's tree became the template for tree design as we know it today. Talk about a royal influence. Christmas trees across the pond. Now, let's head across the pond to America. In the 1800s, Christmas trees were still a little unconventional. In fact, in many parts of the US, Christmas trees were considered un-American. Yes, you heard that right. Many Americans, especially the Puritans, frowned upon anything that felt too pagan. But by the mid-1800s, as German immigrants brought their Christmas traditions to the US, things started to change. People saw the Christmas tree in all its glory, and they had to get in on it. By the 1870s, Christmas trees were well on their way to becoming an American staple. And then, drumroll, please, Thomas Edison's company invented electric Christmas tree lights in 1882. Until then, the Christmas tree was decorated with real candles, which turned the now beloved decor piece into a future disaster with a cheerful appearance. The first public display was on a tree at Edison's laboratory. A few years later, his partner, Edward H. Johnson, displayed the first ever electric lit tree at his New York City home. This was a game changer, people. The age of stringing up fairy lights was officially upon us. But according to a 1882 advertisement, a string with 28 lights would set you back $12, which is about $371 in today's money. The modern Christmas tree. Now, let's fast forward to today. We've come a long way from those early candles on trees, thankfully, since fire hazards and Christmas trees don't exactly go hand in hand. These days, Christmas trees are often decorated with everything from traditional ornaments to pop culture tributes, because who doesn't love a baby Yoda tree topper? But it's not just real trees anymore. The rise of the artificial tree has made holiday decorating even easier. No pine needles to vacuum, no worrying about water, and you can leave it up until March if you're feeling a little extra festive. The artificial tree is the hero we never knew we needed. Christmas tree controversies. But wait. There are some real controversies when it comes to Christmas trees. The great real versus fake debate continues to rage on. Some people say that cutting down a tree is bad for the environment, while others point out that artificial trees are made from plastic and are a one-way ticket to landfill land. It's a tricky topic, but hey, no matter what kind of tree you have, the goal is the same: to bring joy to your home during the most wonderful time of the year. Conclusion. Oh, from ancient Egyptians using palm fronds to medieval Germans decorating their homes with evergreens. From Martin Luther's first twinkling tree to Victorian royalty leading the charge. And finally to the electric light wonderlands we enjoy today, the Christmas tree has truly come a long way. Whether you go real or fake, big or small, traditional or quirky, one thing's for sure. The Christmas tree is here to stay, because no holiday celebration is complete without that sparkling pine-scented magic. So this holiday season, as you hang your ornaments and battle the Christmas lights, we've all been there. Just remember, you're taking part in a centuries-old tradition that's all about bringing a little light into the dark winter months. And who doesn't need a little extra sparkle in their life, right? Happy holidays!